Hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit. How are you today? Just needed to do a video today because I just listened to a good video off a channel called Farming Explained. It's this young lad who's doing a lot of videos explaining the problems in farming and some of these lunatics trying to take farming down and over the history. I've seen it before, but he's done a very, very good video about the demise of hill farming and how it's been attacked by the likes of George Monbiot and RSPB and everything. Really, really interesting. I suggest you all go there and have a look. And there's another guy, I've said about this before, called Farm Theory. He's another guy. He does a lot of farming videos, but he also does a lot of videos explaining how lots of this stuff that the climate doomsday cult people is completely wrong and in effect lies, to be quite honest with you. But go to that one Farming Theory. He's done a really cracking video about the demise of hill farming, and what he's basically saying is, using facts, all the info and things that are happening at the moment, that for some reason in Wales, the government in Wales seems to want to protect the Welsh language, but it doesn't want to protect its indigenous Welsh farmers. The hill farmers in Wales are basically being removed like some unwanted tick after they've been there for 6,000 years. You know, it's a disgrace, really, when you think about the Welsh Senate says it's all for the helping the Welsh communities. Is it bollocks? It wants to remove us because we are a problem to them, because we don't want to have their right-on anti-stock farming agenda. And this lad explains it really well, better than I can. There's no swearing in there. It's all done really well. So Farming Explained. And as I always say, there's a few other farming channels I like. At the moment, I've been watching Sam Shutt Farming. That's basically a lady filming her and her husband and the kids doing a normal farming. I think it's up north somewhere. But it's the real stuff. None of this made up stuff, let's be honest with you. It's just the real deal. That's what I've seen all my life around this area when I was younger, hill farming. And of course now I'm just a lowland farm at the moment. But I've been through it all like they did, like they are at the moment. Another one is Dove Farms. I always say about Dove Farms, he's an arable farm, but he's got cattle as well. Really good channel. You won't find a guy that knows more about growing stuff ever, anywhere, I don't think, in the UK for sure. Every time I listen to him talking about his crop and things, and how easy it is for it to, if you miss out this one section of black grass, or even if you clean your combine in a field and the black grass gets hauled into a field, I learn something every time listening to that guy. Brilliant guy. And not abrasive like I am, because I'm one of these people who are a bit abrasive. So what else? Which is another one? Of course, Gareth Wyn-Jones does similar. I do a sort of similar thing. We like to wind people up a bit. But he's massive, isn't he? He's got nearly 3 million subscribers. I tend to watch a lot of the smaller channels though, and that's what I like. I like a bit more raw, real stuff. That's why I don't like to over-edit my stuff. I've gone through that, doing a bit of editing here and there, and I still do it on machinery videos, but I like more raw, sweary, that sort of thing, like people are being real, not cutting out the nonsense, if you see what I mean. So One Lonely Farmer, of course, he's been around for years. Them are the main ones, really. I do watch some mechanic ones. The Professional Struggler, he's a guy that goes round, he's a bit, a bit rough and ready, he goes round the UK fixing lorries and stuff. He's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He's got a channel, and YouTube are always at him for swearing and things. He's good. There's another one that changes tyres, something levers. Can't remember that. Something levers that is, I can't remember that. He swears like a trooper. I quite like that sort of thing. What else? Snowball Engineering is another one. He's a farming lad who he's really anal in his engineering. It's unbelievable. He's self-taught, and he's got this little shed. Well, not a little shed. He's got a shed about the same size as I've got, all full of industrial machinery, and he's fixing things on a farm. It's fantastic. But if you're not into that, it's probably going to be a bit boring. But if you're into welding and stuff, and that's good. So that's Snowball Engineering. I suppose that's the only ones at the moment I can think of. But the main thing I was talking about today is to go and look at that one Farming Explained. Even if you only see that one video. It's really, really good. And like he said, there is an attack on hill farming. Really is an attack on hill farming. The indigenous people, the hill farmers of the UK, all over the UK, Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, it's being attacked like it's never seen before. And he explains in there how the Climate Change Committee basically have decided they want to get rid of all fell farming and hill farming in Wales and all over the UK in favour of nature-based recovery schemes. It's a decision to do it. Absolutely a decision. Can you imagine them doing that in Australia and removing the indigenous peoples again like they did once before? God. Or going to the Maoris and moving the Maoris off their ground. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. How they get away with it, I do not know. But it's a bit of like that last video I did, where you've got the champagne socialist commies. It's always your fault, not theirs. And there we are. So that's the video for this afternoon. That was a really interesting video he did, I've got to say. Really interesting. So if you don't mind going and have a look over in his channel, really good stuff. All the best, Gaz.